Hello, Sanbonani. I feel I should say one thing before I continue with this video, which is to sort of synopsize the objective of the series of videos that I'm going to be making about Donald Trump and the 48 laws of power. And it is to say the objective principally for this video, or these videos rather, is to illustrate beyond any doubt that the 48 laws of power, whether you like them or not, whether you agree with them or not, whether you feel they are moral or immoral or amoral or manipulative in any way, shape, fashion, or form, I say, so be it. Call it whatever it is that you would like to call it. But the case that I'm going to be making is that these laws are in fact the truth. They have stood the test of time, not only through the stories that they've articulated, great stories throughout the course of human history, but I'm going to illustrate that they are real and true in terms of the event that is taking place in the world that we are living in right now, which is, of course, the ascension of Donald John Trump becoming the 47th president of the United States of America. So that's the objective. Show you that the 48 laws of power are real, the 48 laws of power are true, for better or for worse. Okay, so the first law that I'm going to discuss, that I'm going to share some words about, is law number 6 in the 48 laws of power. And the name of the law is court attention at all costs. Everything is judged by its appearance. What is unseen counts for nothing. Never let yourself get lost in the crowd, then or buried in oblivion. Stand out. Be conspicuous at all costs. Make yourself a magnet of attention by appearing larger and more colorful, more mysterious than the bland and timid masses. If there is anybody in this world that has illustrated this sort of idea, it is Donald Trump. There is nobody who is better at courting attention than he is. He has been in the spotlight for his entire life, since he was in his early 20s, building buildings and skyscrapers in New York City and other parts of America and other parts of the world. He has been that guy that has been attracting attention at all costs. And not only has he been doing so, but he's articulated in his own words that that is what he does. And I'm going to share from The Art of the Deal this very same psychology. And remember that The Art of the Deal was produced almost 10 years prior to the 48 Laws of Power, right? This is what he says. There are singers in the world with voices as good as Frank Sinatra's, but they're singing in their garages because no one has ever heard of them. You need to generate interest. You need to create excitement. One way is to hire public relations people and pay them a lot of money to sell whatever you've got. But to me, that's like hiring outside consultants to study a market. It's never as good as doing it yourself. One thing I've learned about the press is that they're always hungry for a good story. And the more sensational, the better. It's in the nature of the job, and I understand that. The point is that if you are a little different or a little outrageous, or if you do things that are bold or controversial, the press is going to write about you. I've always done things a little differently. I don't mind controversy, and my deals tend to be somewhat ambitious also. I achieved a lot when I was very young. I chose to live in a certain style. The result is that the press has always wanted to write about me. This is the words of Donald Trump back in the 1980s, expressing how he courts attention, how he ensures that he does things in a certain way in order to ensure that he's written about, reported about, and that he is always at the center of attention. And maybe you don't like this. Maybe you feel like this is not something for you. That's perfectly fine. But that's not the case that the book makes, the 48 Laws of Power, and that's not the case that he makes, Donald Trump, in this particular passage or in this book. But the objective is to show you, to illustrate to you that the 48 laws of power are immutable and that they are true even in the world that we live in today, not only historically, but currently as well. And one of the aspects that I'd also like to say some words about this man is that for better or for worse, he is an incredible salesperson. He is an incredible public relations man. He is an incredible marketer. Nobody does marketing better than he does, and that has been an integral part in his life successes, whether it was in business, in construction, whether it was during his time on The Apprentice, and even now where he is today, where he's operating and working in the realm of politics and of course the United States of America. So law number 6, court attention at all costs.